Hello, my name is Paula Fuentes, and here's the list of things I would consider when communicating with diverse families who speak different languages. The first thing that I would go ahead and do is have example of the child's work ready to serve as a visual aid. Then I would have the results of assessments ready to be dictated to the family. I would also have the child's report on evaluation at hand and interpreted into their preferred language. I would have a trained interpreter present throughout the entire meeting. I would give parental awareness of how assessments are conducted and interpreted, which is I would have a copy of assessments and their purposes at hand. I would give parental awareness of standardized test results. I would be sensitive to parents reacting uncomfortable during conferences. I would make parents feel welcomed and appreciated. I would make sure parents are familiar and comfortable in understanding the meaning of different terms used in standardized testing and their results. I would help parents interpret evaluation information accurately. I would solicit parental and child input for assessment and planning for the child. I would start and end on a positive note. I would encourage parents to share information about their child. I would discuss relevant information about the child's progress, and I would discuss the child's needs or issues about their progress. Now, for the two families, I chose the first family is from Venezuela. They are immigrants who have lived in this country for about 5 months. They, including the child, don't understand, speak, nor write English. At home, they speak 4 different languages: Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and French. Before living in Venezuela, they lived in Sao Paulo, Brazil, for 3 years. Both parents learned to speak Portuguese. Before this, they lived in Europe and learned to read and write in French and Italian. The child was born in Sao Paulo and grew up in a multi-language home. The way I would conduct this interview is by first asking the family their preferred language. Based on their preference, I would seek an interpreter unless their preferred language is Spanish. It would make the family feel comfortable during the conference if I spoke to them in Spanish and shared facts about the culture and Venezuelan food. When you're migrating to a new country, it makes you feel at home when you are around others from your native country. Because I was born in Venezuela and have a Venezuelan accent when I speak Spanish, the family will automatically be more comfortable and willing to share their thoughts and concerns with me regarding their child's education needs, because I am from the same place as they are. To further make the family feel at ease, I would research educational practices and standardized testing conducted in Venezuela to use as a reference when explaining our standardized tests and results. Now, the second family is from Thailand. They are immigrants who have lived in the United States for 2 years. They, including the child, do understand basic English, but do not know how to read or write. At home, they speak Thai, Lao, Shan, and Vietnamese. The entire family is proficient in all 4 languages. They know how to read, speak, and write each language. All family members, including child, were born in Thailand and have lived there their entire lives. The way I would conduct this interview is by first asking the family their preferred language. Based on their preference, I would seek an interpreter, just like with the first family. However, because I don't speak any of these languages, I would definitely need an interpreter. Then I would research the culture. I will make them feel comfortable during the conference, so I would need to learn as much as possible about their culture to make them feel at home and appreciated. To further make the family at ease, I would research educational practices and standardized testing conducted in Thailand to use as a reference when explaining our tests and results. So this is what I would do. These are things I would consider when communicating with diverse families speaking different languages. And just to reiterate and summarize what I just stated, my two families are, one is from Thailand and the other is from Venezuela. The Venezuelan family speak Spanish, Portuguese, French, and Italian and do not understand English. And the second family does understand basic English but don't speak any of it. They speak Lao, Shan, Vietnamese, and Thai. So with the first family, I would and would not need an interpreter depending on their preferred language. If it's Spanish, I could go ahead and give the conference in Spanish. With the second family, I would definitely need an interpreter because I don't speak any of those languages. And with the first family, I would have a lot more common things with them, and so I think the whole teacher bonding and the open communication would go very well with them, just because we're both from the same country, and I feel like I would they could open up more freely about their worries and concerns with their child's education. In regards to the family from Thailand, the second family, the language would definitely there would be definitely a language barrier there. However, I would definitely go ahead and try to communicate with them as much as possible, even if it's me learning a little bit of broken Thai. Whatever their preferred language is, I would definitely go ahead and learn just a little bit of it. So, and I would go ahead and show nonverbal communication skills a lot more, smiling, um, handshaking, nodding, things like this, so the family can know that I am accepting their culture. I am accepting who they are, so that way they can open up more freely to me. And this is what I would do with diverse families. Thank you.